Hey guys, welcome back to Paper Mario. The last episode we basically broke the stone that was keeping the Toads from sending their train all the way from Toad Town towards Dry Desert, and we met up with a paratrooper called Parakarry, whom we just found out had lost 3 of his letters, and basically we're just going to be helping him locate these letters. We already found 2 of them, so it shouldn't be too long until we can go back and hand him over his letters, as long as we can find the 3rd letter. Now, let's just keep going. Can I jump over? Nope, I could not. Oh, wow. Oh, but I see the letter. Now, let's see. Don't wake him up. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Run! Goodness. I kind of wish they would just leave me alone because, I mean, I'm not really hurting them, but I guess I am infiltrating their turf. So wait. No. For a second, I thought we could jump over to the ledge on the other side, but I guess I was wrong. All right, so we have all 3 letters, so we should be good to hand them over to Parakarry and progress. Not really sure how we're going to get across the bridge or even through that block that we saw earlier in chapter 2, right when we arrived. But I guess we'll figure it out as we go along. This is sort of more fun, just a few coins you can get. Kind of like that they just put that for fun. Like, it doesn't really, I mean, it's slightly faster, but it doesn't really function much. There's nothing. I kind of like how they just put things, even though they seem pointless, just because they might amuse the players a little bit. Not like today where almost everything has to have a certain specific function. Alright, alert to Marley in Toad Town. Here you go. Oh, that's the one! Aw, thanks for finding it. I'm so relieved. Actually, I'm also looking for 2 other letters I may have lost. So yeah, he doesn't really tell you early on that there are 3 letters. So, I mean, you have to at least get 1 before you even realize, oh man, we have to go all the way back. So, it can be tedious. So, that's why I kind of mentioned that there were 3 letters to begin with. It wasn't my fault, really. If you find them, could you... Thank you so much. So, I guess Mario kind of agreed on that without really saying it. Alert to Colorado. Here you are. Oh, there we go. That's one of the ones I dropped by accident. Thanks so much, really. Of course, there's still 1 more letter left. If at all possible, could you please find it too? I'm really scouring this area down here, but so far I haven't had much luck. He means well, but I guess he should have realized early on that there are no letters here. A letter to Goompapa in Goomba Village. The last letter, you found it! Now I got all the letters I've lost today. Oh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver. I wish there were some way I could repay you for your help. Well, actually, to be honest, I had just lost letters on Mount Rugged. I may have sort of dropped some all over the Mushroom Kingdom while I was flying. Yeah, I know. You know, you're good at finding letters. Do you think you could keep an eye out during your travels? In return, I would offer you whatever help I can. Sure, why not? Oh, praise the stars! I wasn't looking forward to having to find those letters all by myself. No, sir. I'll do my very, very best to help. You shall not regret this. And we suddenly got a new partner, Parakarry. Now, he's unique in he can temporarily for like 3 seconds or 2 fly you across like short ledges. So he's not gonna fly you around for long distances because, I mean, Mario likes his spaghetti, but he is helpful in some scenarios, as I will show right now. He can carry enemies all over. He's also useful in that he is now the 2nd partner that can attack airbound enemies. And he also has a special attack called a Shell Shot, which does a lot of damage if you can time it correctly. Now onward! Oh, but hey, by the way, if you want to deliver a letter to someone, just speak to that person. I have to be next to you at the time for it to work though. Keep in mind, alright? So yeah, these letters are now in your key items, I believe. Nope, key items. Here you go. So yeah, you can see the letters. So Merlin, obviously the mage that helped us out to get to chapter 1. Gumpapa, obviously Gumbario's father. And Colorado, the guy that Cooper admires. So we see them, we can give them to him. I'm not going to go to Goomba Village or Toad Town just yet, so maybe after chapter 2 I'll stop by and give it to him. So yeah, we have Parakarry. So you can fly this like temporarily, as you can see. Not very far, but it is useful in some scenarios. So I'll show you that right now. I believe, if you recall, in the last episode, there were some areas where I could not jump towards, and even the bridge right now. So Parakarry should be very useful for those segments, and also just as a combat in combat scenarios. So you can see, you have to be kind of near the edge though, so keep that in mind. It's not automatic. So here we can get a badge. You got the Quake Hammer. Slightly damages all enemies on the ground or sea. So if you decided not to buy the Defense Down badge in the badge shop early on, fear not, because basically the Quake Hammer does sort of the exact same thing. It slightly damages the opponents. I believe maybe 1 damage only, but it damages all enemies. So two of these should be enough to defeat most of those clefts. So let's just test drive Parakarry in this fight scenario. Now, he's not the most powerful partner out there, but Parakarry does have his uses. Although his regular kick does have a weird action command, so you might want to practice that before really using him. As you can see, I tried to press the A button, didn't really work out. Let's see if I can do it again. Alright, right before landing. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm doing it right before landing, it's not working. So, he's one of those partners I never really use until much later on when I can use his special attacks. So, Gumbario is primarily going to be for ground pound enemies, even now. Ground bound enemies, not ground pounds. Oy. Gotta make my voice has been kind of acting up lately. Maybe I should take off this microphone. But it does sort of make the gameplay a little bit more entertaining for myself. Although I kind of have difficulty hearing myself, so I don't know if I'm speaking clearly enough. So maybe later on I might get something smaller, like some earphones or something. Now I believe there was a ledge over here that we could not get to normally, right before where we had to run away from a cleft. So let's see if we can get there with Parakarry. Yes, we can. There we go. Star pieces again. Just trust me on this. Star pieces are very useful. I'm just collecting them right now because I want a specific badge that I might not need for chapter 3, but I will certainly need for the later chapters. So I'm just collecting them as I see them. There's also another part right in this area that, unless you want to backtrack, you might. Oh, leave me alone! Leave me alone! Man, he's like a bulldog sometimes. In the next area, where, I mean, unless you want to backtrack in later on, it might be in your best interest to just grab it right now. It doesn't really take up any space in your items inventory. It takes it up in your key items, which I don't believe has a limit. Okay, there we go. That was kind of a narrow passage, so I had to trick him into moving a little bit. There we go. And as you remember, I believe maybe 2 episodes ago, this is a Bulb. Huh? You're talking to me? I don't see anyone else here. So you must be talking to me. Alright, you are talking to me. It's been a long while since I first came here from my home in Flower Fields. Why would you come here to the desert? But you're still the very first person to speak a word to me. Nobody ever notices me. The few people I actually see just think I'm blooming. I love a good conversation. Here, take this as thanks. This is a precious seed. Keep it well and remember me. Aw, that's kinda sad. Please grow my seed with care. It'll help you one day. To be honest, carrying these seeds is kinda weird, considering that, I mean, that's how flowers reproduce, so I'm basically carrying... well, I'm not going to get too much into it, but it is creepy in a sense. Alright. And here is the broken down bridge. As you remember last time, we could not jump towards the other side, but with Paracarry, we should be able to make it. With flying colors. Yes, we do. Now, I'm going to switch partners because of this vulture. Now, well, let's hold on. Hey there, hold up a sec, partner. Just a darn minute. I've seen you somewhere. This vulture wants to pick a fight with us, or what is he up to? Huh. He's reading something. Yep, very similar. You look a lot like this fella Mario, who's on Bowser's wanted poster. Now give, what's your name? Now you could lie, and I believe if you say Luigi, he'll believe you. If you say Princess Peach, he might not. He might think it's kind of weird because you're a man. However, if you say Mario, he's gonna pick a fight with you. So if you don't want to fight him, just say Luigi or Princess Peach. However, I might as well fight him just for the free XP. Mario. Mario? Well, I'll be. If you're Mario, I reckon I've got to bust you up. You know, they never say a last name, so I could just be another Mario. Oh well. Then again, they never really mention what their last names are. This is Buzzard. He guards Mount Rugged. Wow, that's one big bird. Max HP 40, attack power 3, defense power 0. If you get caught in the clutches of his sharp claws, you'll lose 4 HP. Try to wiggle out of his grip. His special attack is flapping his wings to create wind. This attack damages your party members too. But he was hatching eggs, wasn't he? Is it possible that he's really a she, I wonder? And that's actually true. This Buzzard, despite the fact that I made him sound like a man, is actually a female Buzzard. Which is, it is what it is. Now, I don't know if the Dizzy Doll works on this guy. Since my item inventory is already full, I might as well use the Dizzy Doll and try to see if I can confuse him. Confuse her. Come on. No, he is impervious. She's impervious. This is gonna take a while. Oh, come on. I can't change. I should have changed my move when I had the chance. Oh, this is not good. This is bad. Very bad. Alright. Power bounce her. 1, 2, 3, 4. Darn. I was hoping for 9. Oh no. Oh no. Come on. Come on. Did I get out? Yes, I got out of her grip. Ooh. 4 damage is too much. I can't take the risk. I should really increase my HP, but I was actually thinking of increasing my FP. So I'm just digging my own grave at this point. There we go. So she has 3 attack power with that. But as you recall last episode, I equipped the damage dodge badge, which gives me 2 defense up if I get a perfect action command. So pretty useful, pretty useful. I have no FP, so this is pretty bad. I'm gonna refresh it, increase both my HP and my FP slightly. While Gumbario, I'm gonna switch him out for Paracarry, just because Paracarry has a offensive special attack, which could come in handy. Come on, oh boy. She's trying to grab me again. This is all luck, to be honest. Yeah, because there are times where no matter how fast you press the A button, she's still gonna grab you. Attack an enemy in the air by bumping into it. Okay, now this is kind of tricky. I'm basically holding the left stick. There we go. And let's see if I can get 9 damage off. This should take at least half her health by now. Come on. Yes, 17. With luck, I might be... Oh, come on. I have no FP again. This is... Alright, let's see. Maple syrup. Love that refund badge. Every item I use, I get a little bit of more money. Which, even though it doesn't seem like much, could be beneficial later on when you need to buy a specific item. There we go. So next turn I should be able to beat her. Oh, come on. There we go. Yeah, so she's kind of an optional mini-boss. You don't really have to fight her if you don't want to. Not much happens. However, if you don't fight her, every time you want to go through that bridge, she's always going to be asking the exact same questions. So if you get annoyed very easily, you might as well fight her just to get it over with. But if you don't feel confident in fighting her at that moment, I recommend just saying Luigi or Princess Peach and skipping the fight. Yow! I got whooped! Hope she's okay. They said she was laying eggs, so hope, because I don't want to be like a murderer. I mean, especially to a mother. But basically, she's out of here. She won't appear after that, so I don't know if she's alive afterwards. Hopefully she is. And she just decides not to pick a fight with us anymore. Water barrel. Not much to see here. Save point right here, very important because we're about to go into treacherous territory. However, I'm recording, so I'm not really gonna save. Now, this mustachio-looking fellow is the great renowned Colorado. So now you have to do two things: switch to Cooper, because Cooper really admires the dude. So let's see what happens. Well, hello there, old boy. How goes the travels, eh? I'm known as Colorado. I'm an archaeologist, you know. I travel the world. At the moment, I'm turning dry desert upside down to find the dry ruins. My assistants have attempted to gather information in dry outpost, which is near here. Sadly, as of yet, we're having little success. All I need is a clue and we'll be golden. What? Whoa, you're Professor Colorado. It's Cooper. I live next to you. It's so great to see you. I never would have expected to meet up with you here. Ooh, voice crack. I'm right in the middle of an expedition with Mario. I want to be an archaeologist like you. Hello there, Cooper. It's been ages. So, if you're serious about taking up archaeology, you and I should go exploring someday. Anytime, really. For now, you concentrate on your adventure with Mario. You'll never attain such fame in archaeology as I have if you don't finish one task before starting the next. Whoa, okay. As soon as we're done saving the princess and Mushroom Kingdom and everything, you and I'll go exploring. Maybe I should slow down with the commentary. Let me get a little bit of water. Alright. Now, if you recall, one of the letters that we returned to Parakarry was to Colorado, so switch to Parakarry and talk to this dude. Well, hello there, old boy, blah blah blah. He just does the exact same thing. You're Colorado, correct? The name's Parakarry. I deliver letters. Why am I'm having issues with the Y's recently. I believe I have one for you. Hang on a moment. Here we go. Another letter duly delivered. A postman's job is never done. Oh, good show! It's a letter from my wife. Thank you ever so, old chap. This is just what I needed to give me strength to go on. I know, I'll pass this along as a spot of thanks. I came across it while I was submerged in the dig around here. A sword piece, very useful, very useful. To get to the desert town Dry Outpost, you just go due east on this path. I'd be careful not to stray from the path if I were you. You may find some trouble and you'll definitely get lost. Even the path isn't that safe, so watch out for enemies. We're assisting Professor Colorado. Right now we're waiting on the guy who hiked over the Dry Outpost to try to bring back some information. Did you know the people of Dry Outpost are descendants of the makers of Dry Ruins? What a cool thought, huh? People have been living here, watching over the ruins for many generations. As you can see, there is a golden lamp. Once we get to the Dry Ruins, I'm going to mention what I think this might have been based off of. But for now, let's make our way through this ginormous desert. Ugh. If I was walking in overalls over the desert in these boots, I would be drenched in sweat by now. Plus, I'm pretty sure my boots would be filled with sand. Alright. This is actually very important if we want to get to a specific location. I want to see if I can guess correctly where it is. I believe it's 2 east, 1 south. Oh, hello. Hello, fellow travelers. I'm in the middle of a journey, just as you appear to be. Other travelers I meet are like brothers and sisters to me. If a town is what you seek, follow this path to the east. A desert town called Dry Outpost waits at path's end. Oh, thank you, sir. But with that being said, we're basically going to keep making our way east, as just this helpful little traveler said, to get to Dry Outpost, a town where we might be able to get some information about the Dry ruins, where, as we recall, the second Star Spirit is being held. So with that being said, I'll end the episode off here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.